What's up everybody, welcome back to another video, and inside today's video I'm going to be talking about the ERLC Summer Update Part 3 and everything we know about it. I'm going to be starting off here on the Police Roleplay Community Twitter page. They posted 2 leaks over the past 2 days, one on August 6th and one on August 7th. So in the first post, this is what PRC said. Something is returning in a big way. The wait is almost over for the third and final summer update. So in this image we have a classic car in the center, and in the top right corner we have the Summer Updates 2024 logo for the Part 3. I'm going to be talking about classic cars later on in the video, so let's talk about the logo. As you probably know, every single part of the Summer Updates 2024 have a different logo. This was the one for the first part, this for the second, and this one is going to be the logo for the third summer update. If you look at the top of the word summer, you can see that there is a different artwork for every single logo. This one looks like there is somebody fishing for fish, pointing towards fishing inside of ERLC. Now, what do I mean by fishing? There are a bunch of things that could mean. So fishing will either be a criminal activity or a civilian job. If it's a civilian job, you'll be able to drive all the way to Springfield Lake and get the job there. You'll then be able to spawn in a boat, go in the middle of the lake, and start catching fish with a fishing rod and getting a certain amount of money for every fish you get. So there are a couple signs on the side of the river saying no fishing allowed. So does that mean that the civilian job would be illegal? Doesn't really make sense that a civilian job would be illegal. So that means that it would be a criminal activity. But if it's a criminal activity, it's also pretty weird as well, because imagine being 5-star wanted just for fishing too many fish in Springfield Lake. So for both cases, it is a bit weird. What I think the most probable thing is that the boat is going to kind of be like the lawnmower, the UTV, and the ATV, meaning that you can spawn it on a trailer at civilian spawn, and then bring it all the way to Springfield Lake, and then you can take your boat out on the lake. Now, the second post that Police Roleplay Community posted was on August 7th. This one is pretty interesting, and I'm sure you've seen a bunch of videos on this, so I'm going to be going over this super quickly, and there are a couple things that most of you guys have probably missed in this trailer, so I'm going to be going through them as well. So right off the bat, you can see that we have an LCSO officer walking out of a building, which has district office written on it, as well as a logo with mountains on it. Now, multiple people are speculating that this is a state patrol, which is definitely not the case. Some people think it's a park ranger office, which is also not the case, because this officer walking out of the district office is wearing an LCSO uniform. So what I think this is it's kind of like an LCSO or sheriff's office outpost up in High Rock. So kind of like a second sheriff station, but of course a very, very small station up in High Rock to kind of act as a park ranger, but it's still part of the sheriff's department. So in this clip, we can see a car driving under a bridge. Of course, this is new, so we are going to have a new bridge crossing over a road here, or a new road crossing under the bridge. In this third clip, we can't really see anything except the classic cars, which I'm going to get to in just a moment. In this fourth clip, it does get very, very interesting. We can see that this car is driving on a massive bridge. The sheer size of that concrete holding the bridge up is absolutely massive. So some people are speculating that this is a dam, because it does seem pretty big, those concrete pieces to only hold up a 2-lane road. So in this shot, we can see a gate that's right next to the sheriff's office, right next to Springfield, and it looks like the developers decided to close all that barbed wire fence by adding in a gate that you'll probably be able to open on the law enforcement teams, which does make sense, because before the barrier did not do anything, since you could just walk in, and because there was no gate. In the sixth shot, we can see another classic car going under a bridge. Of course, this is also a new thing, so you see we're starting to see a lot of bridges and a lot of new roads. Over here we have another classic car. Over here we have a lawnmower passing by a white fence, which I will be talking about in the next shot. Talking about the next shot, here we go. If you can see in the background, you can see that all the houses on the side of Springfield Lake are all fenced up with a white fence, so it looks like we're having new fenced houses now. And of course we have another classic car looking amazing as usual. Over here, this gets really interesting too, and another thing that most people are not talking about, we have new liveries on the fire department team. Now, I'm not sure if it's only this vehicle getting new liveries. This livery actually looks pretty good. I like the black line more than the white line. So I think if we have the, So I think all the liveries of the fire department could be updated. Over here, another very interesting shot. We can see a massive bridge and of course another unknown road with an unknown bridge on top. Now, if you look in the background of this shot, there seems to be a building. Now, I'm not too sure what that building is. I thought it was the RC parking garage at first, but it does seem to be a new building. I don't know if it's a new building or not, but if you guys have any idea what this could be, then please tell me, because I've been playing ERLC for a while, and I don't know what this building is. It might just be me not being super smart right now, but I'm pretty sure that's a new building. So over here we have a DOT worker looking at a car passing over a bridge. Once again, we can see that beneath the bridge, it kind of looks like a dam. It is a bit foggy, so I'm not too sure if it's actually a dam or not, but it is looking like one. Over here, we can see that the RC parking garage has been renovated. Of course, this has been here since the beginning of ERLC and has never been revamped, so it's really, really nice to see an old building being remodeled. Over here, we have a more close-up view of the bridge, and we can see that this thing is pretty big compared to that car that's passing underneath it. This thing is a very, very big bridge, and if I'm looking correctly here, it's a 2-lane bridge on each side, so in total, 4 lanes crossing that. It also says here, River City right lane, meaning that this bridge is pretty close to River City. I'm not too sure where this bridge would be placed, but that's really interesting. I think now those were the 2 posts on Police Roleplay's community Twitter, which are the 2 most interesting things. So basically, if I needed to summarize this, we're basically going to get a map expansion featuring a lot more bridges, so probably an expansion of that bridge next to Springfield Lake. Because boats are probably going to be coming, we're probably gonna get a map expansion of Springfield Lake to make Springfield Lake even bigger. Now, if Springfield Lake would be bigger, then that also means that the bridge right there would need to be longer as well to pass over all of that lake. Meaning that one of these bridges, or the bridge that we thought was a dam right over here, is probably going to be the bridge passing over Springfield Lake. Now, I don't know about that red bridge, but I do think that the only map expansion coming is going to be a bigger Spring Lake and a bigger bridge right over there. So I do think that's the only real map expansion in this update, so I don't think there's going to be really anything else, but it's still cool to have a bigger body of water in ERLC, since right now, currently, the Springfield Lake is not very big, and having a bigger lake would be really, really cool for some awesome roleplays, of course, with boats as well, since the map was much too small for boats before. Now, for classic cars, I've been talking about this all throughout the beginning of the video, and I said I was going to talk about it. This is the time right now. So in this video, we're featured 6 new classic cars, adding on to the classic cars who are already in game. If you don't know, the classic cars game pass was taken off sale a couple months ago. It used to be 90 Robux. I'm expecting it to probably raise in price because of inflation and because they're adding 6 new vehicles. So it's probably going to go to 150 Robux. That is my prediction, and I still think it's a pretty good price to unlock all these videos. We're also going to be getting fishing, either as a civilian job or as a criminal activity. Not too sure how that's going to turn out. That's probably one of the more unclear parts of this update so far. But now I'm going to be going into a couple theories before ending off the video. So there are a couple more small things that could be added, such as weapon customization. So as you probably know, on the Glock 19 on the police team, there's this light on the Glock 19, and you can put it off or on, and it basically shines the spot where you're pointing the light, which is extremely common in real life. So with weapon customization, you would be able to add things on your weapon, such as lasers, lights, and things like that. There might also be new phone models, meaning at the new gadget shop released in the summer update part 2, released in the summer update part 1, you would be able to go over there and buy new phone models. As you can see here on display, we can see multiple different kinds of phone brands. And when you use your phone inside the game, it is the normal Apple phone, or I should say pear phone, because it looks like a pear. But anyways, with phone models, you'd be able to choose what phone brand you would want and what color you would want it to be in. Now, this is probably one of the more unclear parts, but this is the thing I want to talk about because it's something that people have been talking about for a while, and there are a couple things that could be telling us that it is coming. And the thing I'm talking about are semi-trucks. So, PRC posted a TikTok for the Summer Update 2022, and all throughout the video, you can hear something that sounds like a train or a semi-truck. Of course, it's not going to be a train since the map is like way too small for a train. Okay, I think everybody agrees on that. But for cargo trucks, maybe it's a pretty good size. At one point, PRC was always saying that they would need a bigger map if they wanted to add semi-trucks. And now with a map expansion in the Summer Update Part 3, we could also be having semi-trucks if the map is going to become bigger, because they did say they needed a bigger map if they wanted to add semi-trucks. So we do have these hangar bays in both Springfield and the industrial zone in River City. Now these are the exact same things delivery trucks use to drop off and transport and get cargo and transport them. So a job where you are a semi-truck delivery person and you would be able to spawn in a semi-truck, get cargo from the industrial zone, bring it all the way to Springfield would be really cool. And when you're on the highway, don't you always see those trucks all over the place? It would just add so much realism. You could do so many role plays with it, and I think it would just be a great addition. Anyways, guys, if you did enjoy this video, please like and subscribe. Let me know what you think about all these things in the comments down below, especially the semi-truck thing as well as the fishing job, because those two things, I mean, especially the semi-trucks are, it's very shady and foggy, and you know, of course, semi-trucks is probably not going to be coming, but still, of course, the update is going to be coming this Friday, and I'll be arriving by plane at around 3 p.m. EST. So yeah, hopefully the update comes after then so I can film with my recording crew. But talking about recording crew, if you do want to join my videos, then the link will be in the description down below and the community Discord as well. But anyways, guys, thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next one.